Hello and welcome to a sound advice video overview of the McIntosh MA5500 streaming amplifier on the Sonus faber Sonetto V-G2 floor standing loudspeaker. This isn't normally where I sit for reviews, it's a bit odd, but trying to get both products in, especially when one of them is very large, yeah, we rest assured that this is the least worst of my available options. Anyway, what have we got? Right. Brand new McIntosh 5500. Perhaps unsurprisingly, it looks pretty much like every other McIntosh product ever, because the company is not one for changing an aesthetic that clearly works for them. On the inside though, it's very interesting. This looks like a normal integrated amplifier, but it's not. For years, McIntosh has very expertly mixed analog and digital inputs, and this is, if you like, a logical step from there. It has a streaming module on board. This supports PCM to 24192. It can be accessed by Tidal Connect, Spotify Connect, Google Cast, AirPlay, and if you see here, it's running as a Roon endpoint using the aftermarket Roon software. I'm a huge fan of it. It is worth saying it's a cost option, but it is probably the best way of controlling the product as a whole. You get, in no particular order, a balanced XLR input, a moving magnet phono stage, 4-line inputs. There are 2 coaxial, 2 optical, a USB audio input, HDMI ARC, Bluetooth, a special connection that allows it to connect to McIntosh source equipment. Don't in any way think that this restricts how you choose to use the 5500 going forward. You just don't need to connect anything to it. You get 100 watts of amplifier power, which rises to 160 watts into 4 ohms. It doesn't use the autoformers that we've seen on some of the larger McIntosh amplifiers, but don't worry, it's still volcanically powerful. As I noted, it is still very much a McIntosh. We've got VU meters, we've got these chrome knobs, we've got the side plates. It glows when you start it up. It is beautifully made. I'm not going to pretend that £10,000 is anything other than a very large sum of money. But I will say there are devices that I've tested that cost every single penny as much as this, if not more, and they don't feel as well made. It's a lovely, lovely thing. And it doesn't ask very much of you in terms of use or operation. I don't particularly like the fact that I can't select an input directly, and the fact that there's no dedicated streaming app of its own is an annoyance, but there are plenty of options and plenty of ways of controlling it. The Sonus faber behind me, this is the middle of 3 floor standing models. It's a 3-way floor stander. You can see a damped apex dome tweeter. This is a camellia mid-range. It mimics a flower. It's got these little cutout points because apparently a circle will distort in certain ways and this won't. At the bottom, we've got 2 aluminium bass drivers. This is a big loudspeaker, and not that long ago, a speaker this large would be struggling in a room like this, which I have to be honest is not a particularly large space. What Sonus faber's done is rather clever. It is a ported loudspeaker, which helps it get down to 30 Hertz. They claim 35. I've had more than that at relatively low roll-off in this space. It achieves that by having a port at the bottom, which acts against a fixed plate. This means that whilst the speaker will still respond being placed very, very close to a wall or a corner, it's not venting air out in a particular direction, it's venting air out in a consistent way against a consistent acting point, which means that it's extremely stable and extremely sort of room friendly. It's also surprisingly easy to drive, although given how much power I've got here, that's not been too much of an issue under test. This is the walnut finish. It's extremely lovely, even just at £6,000. There's a wengy and a gloss black finish as well, so something that suits your room should be available. Right, I have to be honest, I've had these running for the best part of a fortnight and they sound fantastic. I mean, that sounds like a statement of the blindingly obvious, but it's not as simple as that. I've tested a variety of McIntosh and Sonus faber products over the years. Often I found them extremely easy to admire, perhaps a little bit harder to love. Tonally, they're sensational. There is bass for days. Soundstage and imaging is extremely impressive. What's really moved on though is that this is a much more forgiving combination than some of the older ones that I've tried. It will handle less than beautifully recorded music. It'll handle Spotify. It'll, let you stream YouTube videos to it. And whilst it will tell you that it's not perfect, it doesn't render the whole result unlistenable. Then, when you move away from the streaming module, the phono stage is sensational, and I do mean sensational. Yes, it's moving magnet only, but there's some very good moving magnet cartridges on the market these days, and you'll get excellent results from it. The HDMI ARC connection is brilliant as well. It's been running with this Philips television in the background, and across a wide variety of television, it sounded exciting. That same expansive sound stage and effortless scale has made everything sound extremely impressive. It is a lot of money, there's no getting around it, but it feels like a lot of money. What's more, and perhaps most crucially, it delivers an unquestionably high-end listening experience whilst asking very little of you in terms of day-to-day convenience. I think it's a fantastic combination. It's worth pointing out that I think that the individual parts are strong enough to be very, very capable when used individually with other components, but they work excellently together as well. As a result of all of this, I've had no hesitation in slapping an exceptional badge on this, on the Sound Advice review itself. And I think both components are something that you should make a beeline for if you are shopping at this relatively elevated price point. If you've enjoyed this high-speed trip through these fantastic devices, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to check out the Sound Advice website, where my thoughts take a little bit more time and I can be a bit more considered and I can say less. But there will be more videos. Not all of them will be for products that cost quite as much as this. So if you're thinking, oh, you're just elitists, please keep watching because we do other things as well. My name is Ed Selly. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.